Guys, PokeTrainer Ral here, back from my little hiatus. I had a family emergency. I've got a ShowDown video for you guys today with some friends from Pixelmon Park. Up first is the leader Schmo31, and he's coming at me with a Breloom, who does not survive very long to a life-formed Greninja. I'm running plus special attack on a modest nature here. I respect this thing's bulk, so I throw out the Dark Pulse because I know that Thunderbolt would have wrecked me without it, and finish it off with the same move again. I know Life Orb is going to end me, so I'm trying for a clean 6-0 on my first battle with him. So I swap out to my weakness policy, Aegislash. Mach Punch comes in and does nothing. He swaps out into Flygon. I'm predicting the Earthquake here coming up next, so my weakness policy activates, and I get everything I needed off of his Earthquake here. Finish off my Swords Dance for the ×4, and proceed to Shadow Sneak my way home. I really don't have a lot of worries here except for Cloyster. I know he outspeeds me, so I King Shield in so that I can start from Shield form to take the reduced damage from Ice Shard. Swaps into Volcarona, and I get a free Shadow Sneak off. I know that sometimes I can't defeat that in one hit because of its massive bulk. He runs a very bulky Volcarona. And there's the King Shield again for the defense. Into the Shadow Sneak. There's the 7%. I was really worried that a crit there without being in shield form would have just ruined him. He's running an attack up Berry, and I'm not quite sure why, but again I go into the shield form because now I'm even more worried about it. And now it's time for Hitmonlee. I believe, in my mind, the only thing this thing has that can hit me is Rock Slide, so I just went for the finishing move there. So 6-0 on my first battle with Schmo. He's just started that day, so I'm not expecting miracles from him, but he did pretty good. Kept me on my toes. Up next, we have Darkman from the Pixelmon Park Pixelmon server, and he runs his name as Chaos JDC here. After looking at his team in Pokemon Select, I decided to start off with Aegislash because I was predicting a setup Celebi, and it's pretty much what I got here. I got one Swords Dance up as he threw out the Subby. He goes for a Calm Mind, and I know he's completely done now. So that's Celebi down. My next threat on the list is Arcanine, and he obliges me by throwing it out. So I pop up the King Shield again, get into my shield form. I know I'm going to proc my weakness policy here. His Intimidate cut my attack once. There's the weakness policy proc, followed by another Swords Dance to get me up to 3.5 times. Would have been 4, but that Intimidate drop. That Stab Shadow Sneak doing massive amounts of work. Rhyperior is here. Go into shield form just to scout. I know he's got Fire Punch. He's got the attack drop, so even if he's faster than me, I can live it. I get that Stab Iron Head for the super effective hit on the Rock type. Doing pretty good. Here's where I mess up. I go into shield form again just to scout moves, and he runs Hypnosis. So I'm forced to swap out. In comes the trusty Greninja from last time. Dream Eater, of course, immune because of Psychic versus Dark. Hypnosis miss. It wouldn't have done much anyways. Dark Pulse ends Gengar with one Pokemon already asleep. Sleep Clause was in effect, so there was that. I'm worried about Gardevoir on my Fairy attack on my Dark type, so I swap over to Water. He hits a Subby right away, which leaves him with minuscule HP left. I go ahead and deal with it with the Hydro Pump again, just to make sure that I'm on an off type. And here with the neutral damage, I figure a Dark Pulse would be fine. And proceed to take it out with the Dark Pulse. In comes Alakazam. I know I outspeed it. I know it doesn't have anything priority. I was predicting a Focus Sash, but didn't see it. So I was pleasantly surprised. So another 6-0 sweep. This time Greninja doing all the work at the clutch time instead of being my opener. And last for you, we have a rematch with Schmo. To finish it off, I'm using my joke team of Nope, it's just Chuck Testa. And I do an amazing amount of work here with this poor Purloin. And the Swagger is just confounded his Aegislash between the paralysis, the confuzzlement. I'm getting a nice, super effective foul play off when he's ×3 attack in blade form. It was just done like dinner. Swagger the Brolim up because I worry about the Spore. He's forced to switch out. I wasn't actually predicting the switch. I thought he was going to try to fight through it. But I was definitely glad to get the paralysis off onto Volcarona. And I missed my Swagger. I hit the Torment because I don't want him to build up and break through the paralysis on the speed, just in case Chuck Test of the Purloin couldn't do it. And the paralysis hacks are in my favor so hard right now. I am just amazed. Here I mess up. I should have predicted the switch out and thrown out the Thunder Wave again. But his Effect Spore Brelin, which you never see in OU, comes out, finishes me off with a Mach Punch. So he's down. Now it's time for my Delphox, who's also, nope, just Chuck Testa, because I have nothing but named Chuck Testas in the team. Psychic was meant for Brelin, but didn't happen, and his Alakazam, I believe, is Modest Nature, allowing for my timid Delphox to go faster, which leads to a substantial 2 victory there with no damage on Delphox. I hit up a Calm Mind because I was predicting a Bug Buzz right away, but he starts setting up as well, so now I'm in worry mode. We're matched for attack and defense, but my speed's still faster thanks to the paralysis. He's running a Shell Bell, which is good on Park. On Pixelmon server, Shell Bell is one of the better items for a bulky Volcarona, but not so good here in real Pixelmon. The Haxorus was running a Focus Sash, which I'd never, or not a Focus Sash, was running a Life Orb, which I never expected, and I left it with just that 1 HP, and he dropped there as well. Now I'm in confidence mode. I have a Rock Pokemon against a Fire Flying, and all it takes is 1 Stone Edge to just absolutely ruin him. So good job, Shmo. You did better this time than the first, but it was kind of a joke team. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you again on the next video, and I'll be recording more soon.